Hello, my name's Alison, I'm from Dancing Mama Fitness. I've got an inspirational video for you here so that you can get to understand how you can do a nice, simple, chair-based exercise session. So whether you have various problems with movement or standing up physical exercise is not for you, or perhaps you're pregnant, this is a really good little session that you can use, just maybe a 20-minute session that you can just enable yourself to strengthen, maintain strength and mobility in the joints as well. So we're going to start on our chair, and just as a little bit of a warm-up, you can do this standing if you want to. We're just going to roll the shoulders forward. And Pilates is very much about using the breath, so we're going to breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth as we go. And then you can put the hands to the shoulders, drawing circles with the elbows, trying to meet the elbows at the front as much as you're squeezing the shoulder blades together behind you. And with Pilates, we encourage slow and smooth, controlled movement. So everything with Pilates is very well considered through. And we think about drawing the belly button through to the spine and lifting the pelvic floor. And then we're going to make those circles smaller. Small circles, shoulders pressing down, and then reversing the shoulders back. Circles rolling back, small circles to start with, and then starting to make those circles bigger. Hands to the shoulders, drawing circles with the elbows. And then drop the hands, drawing the circles with the shoulders. And release the shoulders down. So when we drop the shoulders down, we want to think about creating length from the ears down to the shoulders, lifting out through the top of the head. And as much as possible, unless you have any problems with doing so, try and sit on the kind of bony bits in your bottom, so you're sitting up nice and tall here. If you do need to sit against the chair to support your posture and spine, you can slide the bottom back so you touch it right to the back of the chair and then lean back, just so that you know that you're not slouching and curving in the spine. You want to keep that chest nice and lifted as much as you possibly can. So from here, we're just going to drop the ear down to the shoulder. You can rest the hand onto the other shoulder just to help lengthen out across the muscle here. It's much easier. Back to centre, chin to chest. And with every movement, try and take a nice full deep breath in, filling the lungs with air. You should have seen my videos on the ABC of Pilates, so seeing how to breathe properly, and then taking the head to the side, and then the chin to the chest. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Over to the other side, chin over to the other shoulder, and then lifting the head. Taking the chin down to the shoulder on the out breath. If it's too much to take the head across the middle, you can just drop the chin down to the shoulder and then lift the chin again, take the head back over to the other side and then drop the chin to the shoulder. So it's just about finding all different ways to keep the neck moving, and then you can take the chin forward and then tuck it back. Forward and back. So you might just want to do 4 of each of these types of movements. That's lovely. Okay, and then we'll just do some wrist movements here as well. You can do a lovely little sequence of working through the joints in the wrists. A little bit of a wave. And then bringing the elbows towards each other. Just working out the mobility of the wrists. Take it slowly. And then you can have a little bit of a massage. So moving the fingers, massaging the knuckles. Keeping the shoulders down. And then a little gentle stretch across the fingers. You can lift up. And just articulating through the joints. as much as you can towards the edge of the chair. We're now just going to start doing some gentle leg warm-up exercises. So we're going to go with leg lifts. Inhale down, exhale lift. Inhale down. If it feels too much to lengthen and straighten the leg, you can also do marching on the spot. Lift and extend, lift. So there's just different ways, you know, it just depends on what feels right for you. But of course by doing this we're working a little bit into the abdominals as well and into the hip flexors, promoting hip mobility as well. And then we're going to take a leg out, out, in, out, out, in, out. In, out, out. And then you can jump your feet both out at the same time maybe. And if you kind of push through the feet, push it out and in and out and in and out and in and out. And then feet together and then alternate heel lift. So we're just lifting each heel off the floor. Alternate heel lifts. And then we're going to go for the practice of standing up out of the chair, and that in itself can be quite demanding on our bodies, you know, if we feel like our legs are weak. And if you've got any knee problems, then just take this one easy, and you don't have to lift your bottom up off the floor, off the chair completely. You can just come to the point where you feel the legs start working to put the weight into the body weight into the floor, and then you can come back down. So we're just going to gradually build up and get a bit higher each time, so you can take time just to see what feels right for you here. You want to keep your belly button drawing through to the spine, and as I come up, I'm not curving my back, I'm keeping the chest lifted and just coming forward here. And your feet want to stay pretty much underneath the knees, so you're not bringing the feet back underneath you. So you can come up a little bit higher each time. Inhale down, exhale lift. Inhale down. Exhale, lift a bit higher. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. And you gradually find yourself coming up to standing if that feels good for your knees. If it doesn't feel right for your knees, like I say, just keep it low. Okay, so you just decide how many of them you want to do, maybe 8 or so of those. And then we're now going to take a little bit of weight into our hands. So again, shifting your weight forward onto the chairs, right to the edge as much as you can. And this time we're going to just slide our bottom forward and then slide it back. So keeping the shoulders pressing down, chest lifted, sliding the weight forward and back. And you can again decide how far off the chair you want to go here. So if you feel that you can take your bottom right off, that's great, but if it doesn't feel right for your shoulders and wrists, then just slide the weight forward and back. Maybe 8 of these as well, or 6 or 4 if your wrists don't feel up for it. And then when you've done, just give them a little massage off again, and just have a nice, like, you know, massage round of the wrists. You can give them a little rub here. You know, just all different ways of moving the wrists, articulating the joints, massaging out the muscles, just to release off any tension there. And then we're just going to finish off with a little bit of an arm exercise. So you can do this holding onto one of these bands, they're quite good. We're going to lift the arms up, inhale down. If you want to carry on the theme of getting up out of the chair, you can lift up, inhale down. If you want to take it a bit further, you can come inhale up, onto the toes, rising up, and then inhale down. So you decide where you want to take this. If you haven't got a band, then you're just taking up the arms here. Try not to lock in the knees when you stand up, so keeping a little bit of softness around the knees, so the knees aren't completely straightening, they're a little bit soft here. Okay, that's it, good. Okay, and then from here we're going to have a little reach over to the side, so you can keep the hand onto the chair for a bit of support. If it feels okay, feel back, belly button drawn through to the spine, you can lift the arm up and over here. Inhale, centre, exhale, over. Inhale, centre, exhale, over. Inhale, centre, exhale, over. Inhale, centre. And then a nice stretch out off the back, lifting the knee up to the chest. And inhale down. Other side. And inhale down. And then you can again shift your weight back into the chair if you need to support the spine here. Hugging those knees in. And if it feels good for you, you could take that knee out to the side. If it feels good for you. And then another nice gentle stretch across the legs, placing the ankle on just above the knee and just letting the knee fall open. But if you've got hip problems, then you might not find this so comfortable, or if you've got a tight lower back and have back problems, then maybe don't do this one because it may be a little bit too intense for you. But just a really nice way of opening out the hips. And again, as ever, with every stretch, taking a lovely full deep breath in. Feet down again, and then rolling down, so hands on the thighs, belly button to spine. We're going to roll down. Breathing in at the bottom, feel the back of there, and breathe out, roll it out. Inhale at the top, exhale down. Inhale at the bottom, exhale up. And if you want to, you can just roll down and hold any of these stretches as well. You don't have to keep moving. That feels really nice. As much as possible, you just want to be curving that back, belly button drawing through to the spine as if you're scooping out in your tummy muscles. And then rolling up. Always rolling those shoulders back and down at the top so you don't finish off with a slouch. You're thinking about rolling back and down at the top. So there we go. I hope that's helped. I am going to do another session on using these resistance bands because they're brilliant for really easy arm exercises. So I'll have this coming up of how to do a chair-based resistance band exercise, so workout. So you can use the band in different ways to help work out the muscles without having to put any body weight. So rather than doing press-ups on the floor and things like that on the floor. These are really brilliant for working out in different ways across the chest and across the shoulders. So that will be coming up soon. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Thank you so much. I'm Alison from Dancing Mama Fitness. See you soon.